10 beautiful and bizarre natural wonders. Every corner of our planet is teeming with breathtaking natural formations. Some, such as the aurora borealis, are well known by many. Others lie undiscovered and waiting within the inner reaches of rainforests and oceans. Some of these phenomena can only be found in the exotic realms of faraway places. But you don't always have to travel that far. Fortunately, there are others that can be viewed in your own backyard. Spotted Lake in Canada. There is a lake that seems to have been crafted by a child's imagination. A place that would fit right in with Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. The Spotted Lake in Nos O's, British Columbia, is no ordinary body of water. Instead of a normally smooth surface, this lake appears to be covered in giant, colorful polka dots. The colors even change depending on the conditions of the water, ranging from a sulfur yellow to the deepest of blues. The Spotted Lake is made up of a collection of smaller, puddle-like bodies of water that are rich in magnesium sulfate, calcium, salt, and other minerals. In fact, it is said that the lake contains the highest concentrations of minerals in the world, so much that they were mined and made into ammunition during World War I. During the hot summers in the surrounding desert, the water evaporates into the small puddles while the salts crystallize in between to form walkways. Oceans in the sky. The sight of rolling ocean waves is usually reserved for beaches, but who knew they existed in the sky as well? Floating up in high altitudes, these Kelvin-Helmholtz clouds are fun to look at but not to surf. Formed when two air currents at different speeds collide with each other, they resemble the wavy, curved rise and fall of the sea. The clouds have a flat, horizontal base, and the waves on top are evenly spaced. They are most easily formed on a windy day when the layers of air are apart to meet each other. As warm air stacks on top of cooler air, the faster layer on top transforms the cloud into the whimsical shape. But look fast. Due to the air's velocity and warmth, the cloud soon evaporates, leaving behind nothing but a memory and the lingering feeling of awe. Murmurations. What's that strange, dark-colored cloud twisting and turning in midair? It is a breathtaking sight of millions of tiny creatures coming together to perform this aerial stunt. The enormous shape contracts and expands, soaring through the skies in whirling formation. Is it a swarm of locusts or some rare weather phenomenon? Neither. Instead, it is a formation of thousands upon thousands of starlings. Starlings are ordinary songbirds that feed on seeds and insects. While their black plumage has a glossy iridescence up close, they are often regarded as pests because of the damage they cause to crops and airplanes. Yet, these small birds prove that strength lies in numbers. Starting in the autumn season, thousands of starlings flock together in what is known as a murmuration, with numbers swelling to 100,000. A murmuration of more than 6 million was recorded in Somerset in 1999. Striped icebergs. Antarctica is well known for its pristine white icebergs, glaciers, and caves. Yet some of these icebergs are not ordinary. They seem to be covered in an array of black, brown, yellow, and blue stripes, with the appearance of marble gemstones. These decorated icebergs are formed when chunks of freshwater ice come into contact with the seawater beneath them. The seawater, which contains sediment and minerals, freezes into the ice and develops beautiful dark bands around it. As the iceberg is shaped by the waves and wind, the colored layers are further warped into different patterns. Blue stripes are caused by water freezing into a crevice so fast that no bubbles form. Water with algae results in a green tint, resulting in these beautiful natural formations. Tricolored crater lakes. There are 3 crater lakes nestled at the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro in Indonesia, hailed by the locals as mysterious resting places for the afterlife. Indeed, with their unnatural appearance, the lakes seem otherworldly. Coupled with their uncanny power to change colors at any time, they are believed to reflect the moods of the ancestors' spirits. The lake of old people is typically blue. The lake of young men and maidens is usually green, while the third, the bewitched lake, tends to be red. Occasionally, they take on hues of white, black, brown, and turquoise, like tricks in a magician's act. While other strangely colored lakes are caused by bacteria, the explanations for these lakes are baffling. Although there is no confirmed answer, Most agree that the interaction between minerals in the water and volcanic ash are the culprit. Blood Falls Antarctica waterfall is located in the McMurdoch Dry Valleys of Antarctica. Startlingly, the water is tinted a bold scarlet as though a river of blood were pouring out of the glacier's side. Fortunately, the reason behind this phenomenon is a lot less eerie. 2 million years ago, the Taylor Glacier trapped a time capsule of microbes within it, essentially forming a community of organisms that were shut off from the rest of the world. Even without sunlight, heat, or oxygen, the microbes flourished, proving life's abilities to survive even in Earth's most extreme conditions. Eventually, the trapped lake flowed out through a crack in the ice, forming a waterfall with the ecosystem hidden inside. The falls run red due to high levels of iron and salinity, which explains why the water continues to flow instead of freeze.